Hey Freedom Family, this is Mark. I am so glad that you're here at _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. And I got to tell you something, I am excited about today's conversation because today I'm going to be able to talk to you. We're going to be able to uncover, we're going to be able to find the things that are stopping you from the life that you dreamed of. And more importantly, the one thing that if you do this will ensure that you'll have the life that you've dreamed of, wanted, and desired. So let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started today, could you do my top 5? Could you subscribe to become a part of the family? Could you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the conversations? Could you put a comment down below? Let us know what conversations you want to have or how these conversations are affecting you. Hit a like. Let us know that something's resonating with you. And number 5, down below, we have the links to our Instagram and our Facebook account. Join those conversations. See what's happening out there as well. So as we're getting started, I have a question for you. Have you ever been dissatisfied with where your life's at? I'm not talking about the kind of dissatisfaction of, I had a bad day, tomorrow's going to be better. I'm talking the type of dissatisfaction where I don't like where my life's at. It's not where I want it to be, but I don't know how to get it to a place that I want to be fulfilled in. If that's you, if you've ever been there in your life, let me tell you this ahead of time, you're not alone. Here's the truth of the matter. Many of us, myself included, reach this point of dissatisfaction, the point where the life that we're living isn't the life we want. It's not the life we dream of. It's not a life that fulfills us, but we don't know how to get to where we're called and created to be. So what goes wrong and how do we get there? Before I give you the understanding of that, and I'm going to get to it, of how we get to that place of fulfillment and satisfaction, maybe we should look at what we do in our life that doesn't work. Because here's what I know, and maybe you figured it out in your life as well. There are things that I've done in my life to try and make it better that haven't made it better at all. Let me give you a picture, and maybe it resonates with you. Maybe you know somebody like this. I'm living my life, right? I'm going along. I'm finding a time when I'm just not happy. This isn't it. I'm not fulfilled. I'm not satisfied. I'm not excited. I don't know what to change, but something has to change because where I'm at right now isn't where I want to be. And so I look around and I try and figure out, okay, well, what can I do about it? Well, of course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change something. And what I'll change is my environment. I'll change my job. I'll change my location where I live, the apartment, my friends, my girlfriend, my wife, whatever. Right? There's something on the outside that needs to change so I can feel fulfilled on the inside. Do you know anybody who's been there? Do you know anybody who's done that in their life? And if you do, here's the question for you. Did it make it any better? See, for me in my life, in my freedom journey, I found this out that every time I tried to change by changing things on the outside, either shortly or over a long period of time, it all came back to be the same. See, what happens is you change the wrapping paper on your dissatisfaction and it's nice and shiny and new for a while. The problem is the mess in the middle on the inside stays the same. Here's a truth for you, a nugget I want to give you to take away, and it's this. The environment may not be the thing that needs to change. Your environment may not be the issue. It's just the easy fix that we try and do, but the problem is the same challenge I have in the last relationship, I bring into the next one. The same dissatisfaction I had in the last job, for some reason it follows me into the next one. See, we are doing this like the philosopher says, don't come to the end of your days and find that you've climbed the wrong mountain. The truth of the matter is we try and satisfy ourselves by changing the wrong things, and because of that we never receive the things that we desire. Does that resonate with you? Is that somebody you know? Or maybe it's you. Because here's the truth. If you change the picture and you don't find that you're any happier, maybe it's time to try something different. Because at the end of the day, I just got to give you this nugget to take home with you. It's not your environment that determines your happiness. It's who you are in your environment. The truth of the matter is what's outside of me doesn't make me happier or sadder. It can, but at the end of the day, if it does, then I'm dependent on all of that to be who I am. See, the truth is You need to be walking in your identity, understanding who you're called and created to be, like the channel. See, it all comes down to identity, because in identity, it's me that affects my environment. It's not my environment that tells me who I am. That tells me if I'm going to be happy or sad. That tells me if I'm going to be successful or a failure. They don't have a right to tell you who you are unless you allow them to. But when you walk in your identity, the fullness of who you are, you'll be fulfilled, you'll be satisfied, you'll be happy, you'll be successful, because you're resonating, your soul, your spirit, your body are in alignment with who you're created to be. And believe it or not, in that place, the environment automatically changes. I don't have to change my environment, I just have to be me in it. And if I'm me in my environment, all of a sudden, just to tell the truth, my environment comes into alignment with who I am and who I present myself to be in the midst of it. So how do we do that? How do we walk in our identity? How do I even understand who I am? How do I understand the core? That deep stuff of, why am I never happy? Why do relationships never work out? Why do I never feel like I've done enough? Those are all great questions, and they're bigger than this conversation, but we'll give you answers to all of them. That's what this channel is here for, to give you the tools, truth, and knowledge, right? But here's a nugget for you today. So what about your identity? What about who you are? I wonder if you took this week and you started to write down some of the things that are you, if you understood exactly who you've been created to be. And you know how you do that? What do you give to that? What's your character? What are your talents? What's the passion on the inside? What are the things that you love? And you don't know why, it's just something on the inside of you. All of these shape what your identity is. All of these are arrows that point directly to the heart of who you are. I wonder if you examine some of them this week, you'd find that your environment changed this week just from doing that. See, it's not about environment. It's about who I am in the environment. Because if I focus on what I can control and the things that matter, then everything else changes. It's not about environment, it's about your identity. And because you're part of the Freedom family, I want to make you aware that I have a teaching that we're going to be premiering on this channel in the next few weeks. It's going to talk exactly, it's going to take a deep dive into identity. And in that place, you'll be able to understand the uniqueness of who you're created to be, the things that are standing in the way, and how you can walk, stand, live, and be fulfilled into the fullness of who you're called and created to be. So please keep an eye out for that. Hey, and by the way, you can watch this video that we've already put out on the channel that'll give you some insights on identity as well. And I have another great resource for you. It's kind of like that infomercial, but there's more, right? But really, there is more. I actually am going to start a course on February 10th at 7 p.m. on Zoom. And that class, that course is going to be specifically on identity and the things that are standing in the way. It's a free course that I'm just giving for the Freedom Family community. I want you to be a part of that. So put that on your calendar. February 10th at 7 p.m. Free course on Zoom. And by the way, the information for the Zoom is in the description down below. So check it out there, but don't miss it, because in that teaching, we're going to give you the tools to understand the uniqueness of who you're created to be, why things haven't worked out perfectly, and what you can do to not just fix it and not just overcome it, but live the life that you're created for. It's an important teaching. It's absolutely free, and it's for you. So make sure you sign up. Hey, Freedom Family, as always, I am so glad that you're here at _Freedom for Life _, where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. As we're leaving today, please do my top 5. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a comment, give us a like, and check out Instagram and Facebook. The links are down below, but I'm going to give you a bonus one. Number 6, share this content with somebody you know is maybe not in the best place, the most excited place in their life. They're changing their environment, they're thinking about it, or they're trying to figure it out, and they want to get to where they're created to be. Give them this tool and see if you don't help them out. We are so proud of you guys. We are glad you're here. And at the end of the day, this is the one thing I need you to do, Freedom Family. Dominate your day.